Our side is finally learning how to get things done. New York City to pay $2.1 million in race discrimination settlement with 3 white indoctrinators. Toxic whiteness. Ooh. Oh, man. Well, look who's toxic now. All right, the shitty will pay a total of $2.1 million to 3 white Department of Indoctrination executives, demoted under ex-schools chancellor Dick Carranza and replaced by less qualified POCs, they charged. Lois Herrera, Jay Murray, and Laura Feiju, who will receive $700,000 each, reached a settlement 3 months after a judge ruled they offer evidence of race-based discrimination in Carranza's DOE, paving the way for a June trial. So all of this diversity and inclusion crap, it has always been blatantly illegal. But no one's ever challenged it in court, or it's not very often that it's challenged in court. But over the past few months, it's been insane. Looks like people are finally learning that this is how you fight back. You're not gonna be able to fight back against a blatantly illegal law within the confines of the law. You're gonna have to go to the judicial system to get them to remove it. So this landmark case is a resounding affirmation that discrimination of any form should not be tolerated in indoctrinational institutions or anywhere for that matter, anywhere. Regardless of race of those negatively impacted, said their lawyer David Perry told the Post. Filed 5 years ago, the suit alleged that Carranza waged a crusade against quote-unquote toxic whiteness in the shady Department of Indoctrination. Herrera, who had a Harvard master's degree, was working successfully as CEO of the Office of Safety and Youth Development when one of Carranza's deputy chancellors abruptly stripped her title and replaced her with a less qualified black man, Mark Rampersant, who held a GED, the suit alleged. Okay. Now, this to me, none of this really matters. So she had a master's degree from Harvard. He only had a GED. What I really want to know is, was he actually better at the job, though? Because I couldn't care less about qualifications. I care more about actual skills and ability. Multiple times I've seen people with high school diplomas or GEDs better than college grads. Like, that's not unusual. So that's just one little nitpick I have here. I would actually like some evidence showing, her performance compared to his, because it would be kind of funny if, even though he was less qualified, wouldn't it be funny if he was actually better? Yeah, I just don't like him, lording a college degree over someone as if that makes them better. More often than not, it doesn't. Yeah, he was probably cheaper. Now, that's true. Those with college degrees generally expect more of a payment. Like, I think I've mentioned before, one of my professors, he had a doctorate. And when he was still, like, before he fell into working at academia, he actually, he had to hide that he had a doctorate. He only listed his master's degree on his resume because everyone just assumed, oh, this guy has a doctorate. We only need a master's for this job. Well, if we hire the guy with the doctorate, he'll expect more money, so we're just going to skip him. And he was just desperate to get any work, so he would have taken the job anyway. So yeah, he started hiding that he had the doctorate until he started working in academia. He just stopped telling anyone that he even had that. He only listed his master's, or sometimes even just the bachelor's if that was the only requirement. Yeah, that is a danger. Like, you guys need to realize that. Like, that's so-called overqualification. If you apply for a job that you're overqualified for, the hiring managers, HR, etc., they'll just assume that since you're overqualified, you'll demand way more money. So if you actually are desperate, you need that job, don't list all your qualifications. Her retired in January, current year -1. Murray, then executive director of the Office of Counseling Support Programs, was told to report to Rampersant, first in a series of demotions. She remained on the DOE payroll, but with sharply reduced duties. Now, this I wouldn't even complain about. If I got to maintain my paycheck, but got sharply reduced duties, hell yeah, sign me up. Man, maybe I should pitch that to my boss tomorrow. Hey, can I keep my current pay rate and everything else, except you just shuffle me off into the corner and I don't have to do any work anymore? I'll take that. So Feiju, then senior supervising superintendent who saw 46 DOE superintendents, was replaced by an underling, Cheryl Watson Harris, who was Black and at the time lacked the required New York licensing. Now that is a legit complaint, unlike the previous one. Well, I had a master's degree and he only had a GED. Like, I don't care about that. He very well could have been better at the job, but this, even if the other woman was better at the job, potentially, if she didn't have the required licensing, wouldn't this be illegal? Like, God, this would be illegal in so many different ways. So Feiju left the DOE for another job in November, current year -4, and Watson Harris quit in June, current year -4. Oh, sorry. So she left the current 5. This other one left in current year -4 for an ill-fated top spot in Georgia. An internal DOE email written by the DOE's then chief operating officer, Ursulina Ramirez, said to de Blasio, who appointed Carranza as chancellor in current year -7. Oh, sorry, goddamn, my count's were -6, was fixated on diversity. And now maybe we could get him sued too. Can we get de Blasio in this lawsuit as well? In sworn depositions, both de Blasio and Carranza insisted they wanted to hire the most qualified candidates, but also leaders who looked like New York City. No, you can't do both of those. Well, you maybe if you were really lucky, you could, but no. You have to prioritize one or the other. Do you want the best person for the job, or do you want the diversity hire? Very, very rarely are those the same. So those picked to replace the 3 Whammons got jobs after a tap on the shoulder without the positions being advertised to other and other candidates interviewed, the suit charged. Now, if that's true, that also sounds like a violation of the law. How many laws did they violate? Holy shit. Dude, get de Blasio in on this lawsuit too. He shouldn't just be a witness. He should be a co-defendant. Chances are that he's already settled anyway, but still. Carranza quit the top DOE job in current year -3, and de Blasio left office in December 31st, also current year -3. Yeah, not much he could do when the vote goes against him, huh? So now the 3 Whammons feel justified and vindicated by the resolution of this significant legal battle. So they hope that that light will shed on the DOE's policies will help other institutions understand that every individual deserves to be treated with dignity and fairness. The shitty admitted no wrongdoing in the settlement. Yep. They got to keep their hands clean, but cleaning said hands took some money. They had to pay for the detergent, the soap. The DOE and the shitty are fully committed to fair and inclusive employment practices, and we maintain that these claims lack merit, a spokesman for the law department said. Nevertheless, the settlement for this longstanding case was in the best interests of all parties. Something tells me they knew they were going to be hit up for way more if this went to court. Because, yeah, this is blatantly illegal. So glad people are fighting back.